top 10 Manchester United captains ranked. Number 10 is Ashley Young. Young regularly took on the leadership duties at United but was permanently given the armband by Solskjaer at the start of this season. The 34-year-old made just 18 appearances in 2019 until 2020 after losing his place in the side of Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Brandon Williams. Young turned down a new deal at Old Trafford and ended his 9-year stay at the club to join Inter Milan in 2020, that is this year. Number 9 is Antonio Valencia. Antonio was an excellent servant to United and captained the club for their Europa League final win over Ajax in 2017. Jose Mourinho named him as the official club captain ahead of the 2018-2019 season. But the full-back struggled with injuries and made just 9 appearances this year. United didn't offer Antonio a contract extension, so he left the club and joined LDU Quito in 2019 after 10 years at Old Trafford. Number 8 is Michael Carrick. After Wayne Rooney's departure in 2017, Carrick became the longest-serving player in United's squad, and the midfielder was named as the new club captain. The 38-year-old was no longer an automatic starter after sidelined by a heart problem, but was still a key figure in the dressing room. Carrick announced his retirement in 2018 and joined the club's first-team coaching staff. Michael Carrick received a Guard of Honor on his 464th and final Manchester United appearance. Yes, he received a Guard of Honor on his 464th and final Manchester United appearance. Number 7 is Wayne Rooney. Rooney was Van Gaal's natural choice to replace Nemanja Vidic as United captain back in 2014. Wayne Rooney has shown a great attitude towards everything he does. Van Gaal said, "I've been very impressed by his professionalism and his attitude to training and to my philosophy. He's a great inspiration to the young members of the team, and I believe he'll put his heart and soul into his captaincy role." However, his time as skipper coincided with United's struggles after Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement, plus a personal decline in his own performances. The striker did lift the FA Cup, League Cup and the Europa League, but he was increasingly sidelined by Mourinho and returned to the boyhood club Everton in 2017. Number 6, Nemanja Vidic. Vidic is fondly remembered at Old Trafford for his full-blooded approach, and the centre-back formed a superb partnership with Rio Ferdinand. The Serbian international became United captain in 2011 and led them to their 19th league title that season, and as well as the 20th 2 years later. However, Vidic angered some United fans by signing a pre-contract agreement with Inter Milan midway through the 2013-2014 season. Number 5 is Steve Bruce. Filling Brian Robinson's shoes was almost an impossible task, but Bruce stepped up for United and did a brilliant job as captain between 1994 and 1996. The centre-back grew into a leadership role and he managed the transition brilliantly, guiding the team to a League and FA Cup double in 1995 and 1996. We still can't understand why he was never kept by England. Number 4 is Gary Neville. Nobody epitomizes Manchester United quite like Gary Neville. The right back was a Boyhood United fan and graduated from the club's academy, so it was a real surprise when he was given the captaincy after Roy Keane left. Neville oversaw a renewed period of United dominancy between 2000 and 2011, but the defender often had to lead from the bench in the latter stages of his career. Number 3 is Eric Cantona. Eric didn't always lead by example, but the striker was a cult figure at Old Trafford who led from the front and inspired his teammates. Bruce's move to Birmingham City in 1996 saw the popular decision to give Eric the armband, and he became the first United captain from outside the United Kingdom or Ireland. The Frenchman delivered United's 4th title of the Premier League era and contributed 15 goals in 1996 until 1997, but suddenly retired at the end of the season. And number 2 will be Bryan Robson. Don't you forget to subscribe to the channel if it's your first time to find us. And again, my name is Juliana. Number 2 is Bryan Robson. Other Manchester United captains may have won more trophies, but few have been more iconic than Robson. The midfielder was a natural leader who always put his body on the line and was given the captain's armband by Ron Atkinson in 1982. United weren't too successful in the 1980s, but Robson's Old Trafford career was crowned with back-to-back Premier League titles in 1993 and 1994. Guess who number 1 is? Let's drum roll for him. And that is none other than Roy Keane. Roy Keane is number 1 on this list. Roy may have had a controversial exit from Old Trafford in 2005, but don't forget that the midfielder was once Ferguson's key lieutenant on the field. He famously dragged United to a 1999 Champions League semi-final victory over Juventus, more or less on his own, despite knowing he would miss the final through suspension. During his 8 years with the armband, Roy helped the Red Devils win 4 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, and the Champions League trophy. Yes, he did. And that right there is the top 10 Manchester United captains ranked. My name is Juliana. Hope you enjoyed this particular one. Have yourselves a good night.